I see live people. I see dead people.
Hello everybody watching, you're watching another episode of Savcast, and today we're going to be looking at a best of 3 between MouzMorrow, the green Zerg spawning in the bottom position here on Shattered Temple, against MouzHasu, the red Protoss spawning in the 12 o'clock position. This is going to be another best of 3 from the ESL Daily Motion Cup. I believe this is from Group F. MouzMorrow and MouzHasu, of course, teammates, both in Mousesports, one of the strongest European SE2 teams, very strong lineup of players. MouzMorrow, very well-known Zerg player from Sweden, Stefan Andersson. He's got some pretty mighty achievements. Probably the biggest recent for him would be coming second to Ret Assembly, which is a really big European tournament. And here we have MouzHasu. He is going to be fighting out for the 3rd, 4th place game in the TSL 3 on Saturday. So he is obviously had done pretty well, and he's in fine form. I believe he's currently ELO 8th at the moment on Team Liquid, which is pretty impressive. So very strong Protoss player. And they are teammates, however, so these are always interesting games to see how teammates play against each other. They do practice together, so they know each other's strategies pretty in and out. And so they have to come up with some new and interesting things to try and fool their opponents slightly. And it is going to be interesting to see what Morrow decides to do. He does decide to go for a pull first down on 14, probe in the base. He doesn't decide to go for a fast hatchery. It's pretty unusual for people to go hatch first against Protoss sets on very, very big maps, because it's so easy for them to throw down a forge and sort of deny it with cannons. So people do like to nearly always go for some kind of pool opening first. But no gas yet from Hasu, so he's not going to be getting his speedlings up just too early just yet. And we do see gateway going down. Looks like it would be a normal wall line with a cyber core before too long. I expect from Hasu, whose gas is going down on 17. Standard. He does need to put another pylon down though, because he's going to get a supply box soon. I'm sure he will get on that before too long. We do see a hatchery going down for Morrow as well. I believe that was a 16-15 hatch, so pretty standard timings yet. Still no gas being taken. I don't think we'll see a Spanishiwa-esque build just yet. As that would be pretty unusual for Morrow. And Spanishiwa actually had a really bad losing streak recently. I think he got a bit upset. And both players are supply box at the moment, which is a really impressive opening to this game. High level play here from Europe. But yeah, no, Spanishiwa actually had a really hard time. If you don't know who this guy is, check him out. While Spanishiwa has come up with some really innovative, safe openings for Zerg, involving getting a really late gas and destroying queens and spine crawlers, and being pretty impervious to most early pressure, which makes it very difficult for other players to sort of put some early pressure on the Zerg player. We do see Morrow taking his gas, so he's not doing a Spanishiwa attack build, just changing around what he was doing. Queen driving that probe out. The probe does have a good idea of what Morrow is going to be doing. And we do have a Zealot on the way, Bob the Zealot, to fulfill his normal duty of hiding there. Still got the drone in the base. This is quite nice from Morrow, but there aren't really any units out to stop him from doing so. Warp gate is on the way. This is pre-patch 1.3.3. So the warp gate timing is still 140 seconds. Archons are still normal sized and with their range, and all of those changes have not been implemented. This was played before that patch has come out in Europe. We do just have some Zerglings trying to chase down that probe, but that probe is going to get in before. And that Bob the Zealot is going to do his job of being the Guardian there. So yeah, Morrow just droning up pretty heavily. 2 queens out already, not under any pressure. Speed on the way. He's got map control with these speedlings. And it just looks like MouzHasu is going to be maybe going for a 3-gate expand. Looks like that way at the moment. Certainly he has got 2 gases, but this is pretty standard because you want to get lots of sentries out, which require lots of gas, and the sentries allow you to be able to hold this choke and protect your natural pretty easily against any Zergling run-bys, although Roachling all-ins are being pretty popular at the moment, and it's Protoss players are having a bit of difficulty holding those all-ins off from Zerg players, and Morrow is definitely not afraid of going all-in. He is famous for Baneling busting Terrans, sort of just huge numbers of Banelings, so many Banelings. And he certainly is not afraid of going all in when he feels it is right to do so. Overlord just over here. It looks like he's going to be going on for a scouting route, or keeping as much to the edge as he can, but I'm sure some stalkers will pick that off before too long. And we do actually have a Stargate going down for Hasu, so he's going for a 3-gate Stargate expand. Well, he might not expand yet. He might just be going for... Looks like he's going to be for some Phoenixes, they're going to be coming out and doing lots of harass. Expect when he gets 3 or 4, he will start going to pick off queens and drones, which is just really annoying as a Zerg player to deal with. Although you're never going to die to Phoenix harass, you can sort of, especially when you look at how Spinishua plays, and Morrow actually has he seen that? No, he hasn't seen the Stargate, but he just feels, obviously he's obviously just has an extra queen out for some creep spread, which is always a good thing to do, but that is going to help him with against the Phoenix. He's have a couple of spine crawlers down because he has droned up pretty heavily. If we look at the drone counts, he is ahead by, well, he just pumped 9 more drones out. He's ahead by 17 drones without even trying, and looks like MouzHasuObs is just stuck that expansion down, and Morrow did get a Zergling in, so he's going to see that expansion feel pretty safe, I think. And he's just going to be it's just going to be when these Phoenixes get revealed that might be a little bit of a shock to him. Well, has that Overlord seen it? He has seen something being chrono boosted, but he doesn't know what it is. So he still doesn't know that there's a Stargate on the tech coming. But I just have a feeling with the 3 queens and the number of drones he has, he's just not going to feel under pressure from this at all. He's up 50 drones on 2 bases, fantastic saturation, 8 minutes, and now he's starting to tech up, getting his layer, got all his gases, and it'll be interesting to see what he goes for. Will he go for Infestors, which is starting to become very popular ever since that patch against Protoss, or will he go for something else? And the Phoenixes are going to be swinging around. There are now 4 out on the field, a 5th on the way, and MouzHasuObs Nexus is now just nearly done. Overlord going to get picked off. But again, like I said, Phoenixes aren't going to kill you, and Morrow's just got a supply lead and a drone lead, and he's going to feel pretty comfortable. He probably will lose a queen or 2, but I don't think he's going to be under too much pressure from this sort of harass at all. So yeah, I mean, the Phoenix is going to get a few kills. Get a queen, going to get some overlords, but it's and there's actually a spine crawler down on the main mineral line that's going to ward them off from there. And is there another one down in the natural line? There is as well. So these Phoenixes actually going to be pretty impotent, I think, to just causing a bit of annoyance, making Morrow spend some more money on overlords and to rebuild queens. Just going to slow his economy down a bit, but I mean, he's got a 23 harvester lead, which is a little bit silly, and he's just cleared out his rocks, and he's got to put down his 3rd at the gold, and he's just feeling so safe. He knows that his opponent has gone for an expansion, a much slower one than he did, and he's gone for expensive Stargate tech, so he knows as well that sort of any Robo tech is going to be delayed, so there's not going to be any sort of Colossus push or anything like that. There aren't any Void Rays on the way either. And once his layer is up, Morrow has put down an infestation pit and is getting pneumatized carapace and ventral sacks, so we are going to be seeing some drop play. I believe he did put a Baneling nest up, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be sort of mass circling upgrades with Baneling drops and maybe some Infestors, which is some nice play. But there are quite a few drones going down, and the supplies have evened out for Hasu now. He's still down on workers, but he is starting to tech up to a bit of a warrioring army, and his Robo Bay is on the way as well, so we'll see Colossus before too long to deal with this mass Speedling and Baneling play. He is knocking down his rocks and will be looking to put down his 3rd Nexus in that corner. This is a little bit vulnerable for Protoss, so they can wall off with cannons, and that's actually quite effective, but a bit more of an investment than he would probably like. So yeah, Morrow just sort of not really affected by any of this Phoenix harass, I don't think, and that's been quite an expensive investment. I mean, that's what, 6 Phoenixes and the Stargate for map control and a few drone kills. I mean, he's obviously getting a really fine scout, but he's going to know what Morrow's up to. But I don't really think that might have been worth the investment from Hasu. Although he is only now 10 harvesters behind, but Morrow's just felt very, very comfortable, and you can't let a Zerg be comfortable. That is the way you lose against Zerg. Still, the Phoenixes are flying around, still know exactly where Morrow's forces are. It looks like his own is going to be taking down these rocks to try and put some pressure on Hasu's 3rd. Will they get spotted? They should be spotted by these Phoenixes, and then I think he's going to bring some troops in.